Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so I've had some questions that I want to some questions, but I want to answer one of them today. That is people asking, okay, if I don't have a tech background, can I become a business analyst? Absolutely, you can. If you understand the definition of business analysis, you know that you can actually do it, okay? Especially if you're already working or doing some type of job at the moment. Now, business analysis is about adding value, okay? Whatever that means. It could be about solving a problem for a customer. It could be about changing how things work at the moment, which is process improvement. It could be about, identifying new problems, new opportunities for growth, new problems to solve as well. So I'll give you an example. So if you're already working as a customer service executive or, customer service advisor, whatever the title is, and you are already kind of solving problems for customers, you're taking away their pain points, or you're helping them to identify those pain points and solving those pain issues for them. Now you're adding value, you're adding some kind of value to those customers, which means you're already user centric, you're customer centric. If you become a business analyst, that knowledge is very useful, or that experience that you've had, right? Because you're able to add value, not only even to the customers, because when you add value to your customers, you're also adding value to your organization if the customer does not go away, right? So the profit or the money or the income from that customer still stays within your organization. So you're still adding some kind of value. Another example is you could identify a process change. So you could say that, oh, why are we doing step one, step two, step three in in this role or in this customer service team? Why don't we just move from one to four? What is two and three doing? It's time wasting. We don't need it. And customers are waiting at the end of the chain. Can we remove it or make it simpler? That's an example, right? Now, that's what process analysts do as well, which is some type of business analysis. So, if you look through your experience or what you've been doing over the past years, right? Even though you don't call it business analysis, is some type of improvement, some type of value that you're adding, which means you can bring those experience or those experiences or those things that you've already learned, and we can leverage on them when you were preparing you for the role. You see what I mean? So a lot of people think it's tech, it's tech, it's tech. The reason why tech is at the focus of business analysis these days is just because of the age where we're in. The world right now is moving towards technology. But that's not what business analysis is about. You see. So now let me summarize this quickly for you. Business analysis is about adding value. That value could be technology driven. Do you see what I mean? We could then need technology to drive that value. We could then use technology to make those changes that we want to make. We could then use technology to continue to make our customers happier. So technology becomes an enabler of what you're trying to add, which is that value. Technology is not the reason why we are business analysts. Do you see what I mean? That's not what we do. We add value, but we can use technology to add that value. We can then leverage on technology to drive the change, to improve customer satisfaction, to get more money, to get more income, to get more profit. So look at technology as a tool. That's not what business analysts do. So I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be afraid and say, oh, I'm not techie, so I cannot become a business analyst. No. However, you can learn, of course, we learn about writing user stories. We learn about writing software requirements, things like that. Yes, absolutely. Those are things you would learn. For example, I teach that as well in my training school, but that's not the whole essence of being a business analyst. Do you understand? It's about driving change, but that change could be technology driven. So technology becomes a tool, not what business analysts do. Okay? So it's not about technology only. I gave an example. It could be you could be a process analyst, someone who is looking for how to make things shorter, how to make things simpler, how to make things less complex for your customers, you see. It could be systems analyst. There's so many types of business analysis variants, you see. But what we're all trying to do at the end of the day is add value, make changes to the organization, drive them towards profit, drive them towards improvement and, increase in performance, things like that. However, it could be technology driven. That's how I want you to see it, okay? It's like saying you want to drink water, but you need a glass. Now, the glass is not what you're drinking. You're using the glass to drink the water. That's how technology is. Technology is not what we do. We're only using it, we're leveraging on technology, to then drive those changes. So that's what I wanted to say to answer such questions. So if you are looking to become a business analyst, please sign up, ask your questions, book a session, book a session with me. Even if you have more complicated questions that you think that a simple answer may not solve, let's talk. Let's talk. Anyway, take care and see you soon.